BQuanchi here, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different on the channel, and we're going to do a tiers list for best fast food or fast casual chain restaurants and all American. So something to just kind of mix up. I might do some more tier list like videos on the channel just to see how they perform and all that. But I'm kind of inspired to do this and want to talk about fast food since that's like 90% of my diet. But yeah, let's enough chat. Let's get into it. So first off, A&W. I love the root beer. It's actually my favorite root beer brand. It's a shame that restaurants don't get much. I think there's like a lot of them have been shutting down. I think they're from like the Yum Corporation that does like the Taco Bells and Pizza Hut and all that. But I'm not sure why A&W gets kind of shafted. It's like typical like burger place and all that. One thing I like about them is that they have what they call root beer on draft, which is really really good. And I nowadays drink diet soda, but I will drink A&W root beer on draft, and it's really really good. The food, I think it's good too. Nothing too crazy. Like I'm not gonna like drive out of my way to find A&W just to eat their food. I really wish it would make a comeback. I don't know why this brand that really lacks in the fast food. It's classic American burgers and all that. So I'm gonna give this a B. I really wish it was more of them. I would love to eat more of the food. But from a little I tried, it's a good place. I don't know why they slack off. At least the big companies. I'm not sure what's going on with A&W, but it's definitely something I would like to have more of. Next is Arby's. I know it's the meme to say that Arby's is icky and trashy and all that, and not the biggest Arby's fan, but I feel like Arby's gets a bad rap for what it is. Like they have really good curly fries. I like other sides too. Like when we're going to night classes, my classmates would share some of her cheese sticks that they have from Arby's, and those good. From one sandwich I don't think they have on the menu anymore, but it was one of their fried chicken sandwiches, but it was a chicken cordon bleu with but ham and Swiss cheese. But just not a big fan of their sandwiches, like the roast beef or the ham or whatever. And that's kind of like the main thing. I think one time I had a gyro from them, and those are fine. So I'm going to put them at a D. I feel like they get way too much shit, but eh, it is food. It is edible. I think, again, it gets overrated. Next, Baja Fresh. I'm going to put this in never had. I think maybe I tried them, but it's not as memorable, so I have to try more of them to give an honest opinion. So I don't feel good about grading Baja Fresh because I don't think I really tried it. Blimpie never had Bojangles. Boston Market, I haven't had forever, but I think recently, like last Thanksgiving, our work had catered like Boston Market provided like Thanksgiving like food. I think one thing that kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth with Boston Market is the frozen dinners because I think those are pretty bad. But also, I think it's one of those things that they just put the brand name on the product and doesn't really represent the food. Sometimes I don't know. I kind of wonder like with some of those foods when it comes to like, oh, it's this fast food or this restaurants when it comes to like in the frozen sections or sauces or whatever. Boston Market, I think it's okay, but I'm gonna give it a D. Burger King. God, I remember growing up, my grandma would love eating Burger King because when I visited her, it was one of the closest fast food restaurants. I remember back in the day when they had different fries. And this is a weird opinion, but I really like the chicken sandwiches from Burger King more than the burgers, which are okay as well. But the original chicken sandwich is my favorite. Like before the whole chicken sandwich wars, whatever, because I haven't tried the Chick King, which is like the play on it. But I like the original chicken sandwiches. It has like the lettuce mayo and the long little hoagie bun. But I really love the Italian version of that, which I don't keep on the menu. And I think they brought it back for a short time. But yeah, it's weird. I like the chicken more than their burgers. So I'm going to give it a C. I do like Burger King, but I wish it had better burgers. But they have some good values too. But it is slightly lacking. Cane's Chicken, this is going to be the first best. One recently opened near me, and yeah, it's the best thing ever. It's very simple. It's just like chicken fingers. Sometimes you can get a sandwich with the chicken fingers on the bun. I like the toasted Texas toast, or whatever you want to call it. And the cane sauce is really good. Although sometimes I just use barbecue sauce at home than the cane sauce because a lot of times me and my roommate would get them and I'll give him extra sauce because he likes that on his sandwich. But I do like Cane's chicken a lot. A really good chicken place. Carl's Jr. I really like this as well. I'm debating if it's going to be the best or B because I like their food. I like their shakes. One of my favorite combos. They have a good one that has like a double cheeseburger, a chicken sandwich, a cookie and fries, and a drink. And I remember really when they came out with the $6 burgers, it was really good too. But I think due to inflation, they're like $8 burgers now. I don't know. Also, I'd like to take on like the Big Mac, the Big Carl, which I think they changed it to like the California or something like that. But I'm gonna put it as a B. I like there's some other burger places on this tier list. I really like my Carl's Jr., which also Hardee's on the East Coast, but I always known it as Carl's Jr. But really good place, but I think I prefer other ones more. Checkers, I had them before. I think Rallies is the other name. I think it's also one of those chains that have different names. I guess one thing that gives me sour taste in my mouth is that I was going to go to one at night, but they like close early or something. It seems kind of like, I don't know, kind of a sketchy part of town, I guess. I don't know. And I was like disappointed that they weren't open. I have like burgers and fries. I think they have seasoned fries. I'm not sure. I think they even have hot dogs on the menu, but don't think I'm giving them a fair shot. But I'm gonna put them in the F just because I was a little disappointed with their hours of operation. Because like I remember like you pulled up my phone, like it says to open, but there's like no one there, and I was ticked off about that. Chick-fil-A. So this is a controversial one because their opinions regarding homosexuals and context. I'm a gay man myself, and keep that in mind. I'm kind of thinking more of the product than the food because I think it's one of those things that it's kind of more like the few bad eggs and the higher ups. But I don't know because you hear something like, "Oh, it's not that as bad," or yeah, they still donate to these causes and stuff like that. So one thing I am going to say about Chick-fil-A is that, don't hassle people. Like, if people are eating Chick-fil-A, people who work at Chick-fil-A, don't hassle them. Like, you can educate people, I think, more of the consumer versus the workers, because they probably hear it all the time about, like, how Chick-fil-A is, like, more Christian-based and homophobic and all that. So I think, be cool. Like, even though the company, like, some parts of them aren't as cool, but don't harass people whether they eat or work at Chick-fil-A. I think that's the point. I think they have decent food, but I don't know. I think the most time I had it was like it was catered with work or provided with work, and I'm like, I'm not going to get free food because it's Chick-fil-A. But yeah, my thing is like, you can educate people, you can have this discussion, just don't harass. Like, I've even seen pictures like on Facebook, like someone's like, "Oh, I got Chick-fil-A for lunch," and in like the comment section, like what is this, Twitter or whatever? But overall, just to treat the product for how it is, I'm going to put them as a C. Chipotle, the best. No doubts about that. Chipotle is really good. The best. I love it. A lot of times I've been getting the bowls lately because the burritos are so big and fat, and I don't know, I feel like the bowls is kind of an easy way to, hey, I'm going to have it all over the place and use a fork. Just get in the bowl. One thing I'm going to mention about Chick-fil-A is that I actually really like their crunchy tacos, and when I'm in the mood, I'll get those. Somebody's like does like good crunch, so I feel like the crunchy tacos that Chick-fil-A gets underrated. Very good. My only complaint is I feel like some of their like menu options or add-ons are just way too much. Like if you want to add queso or guacamole, I'm almost tempted to get like this cauliflower rice, but like charge so much. Like I get like having like vegan and keto or whatever options, but I don't want to spend an extra $5 for my lunch. So I don't know. I kind of wish they had more affordable, at least not so much marked up, in my opinion, with those options. But Chipotle is still the best. Church's Chicken. I had it a few times. I like it. It's okay. I kind of like how they have crinkle fries as well, but other fast food places, at least fast food chicken, I think it's okay. I'm gonna give it a D. Like, I don't mind it, but I'm not like going out of my way to eat Church's. Cookout, never had it. Culver's is really good. I like to be like a burger place, but also have some really good items too, like chicken sandwiches, or they have like a pot roast sandwich too. The frozen custard and ice cream, like they have a lot of good desserts as well. I also love the cheese curds as well, the fried cheese curd. I'm not sure if that's more of a Midwest things, but I really love them. I would have to say I'm gonna give them a B because I like the. I think if they have all the desserts and all that too, like the burgers aren't like the greatest in comparison, but I like the cheese curds. I like the pot roast sandwich, all that. Del Taco. Ooh, this is a tough one because I really like Del Taco too. I really like how they have like crinkle fries and burgers, but they also have a lot of taco stuff. They have good deals. I'm not sure if it's like statewide or not statewide, but countrywide. They have like Taco Tuesdays and stuff like that, or even Thursdays where they have special deals. I do that a lot. I feel bad I don't explore the menu as much, just kind of get the value stuff, but very good. I'm gonna give them a B. Next up is Denny's, and I feel like this is also another one that's kind of like a meme, like to say how bad it is and all that. I think Denny's is okay. Like a lot of times, I have a decent meal from them. I like it. A lot of times it's breakfast stuff too. I would have to say one of my favorites is the Moons Over My Hammy. I never had a disappointing one with that. And sometimes just like a classic Grand Slam, or on any birthday we get a free Grand Slam. Yeah, I don't think they deserve as bad of a rap, but I'm gonna give them a C. Domino's. I feel like it's one of my least favorite pizza places. I know they change over time. I think from what I had, it's okay. I think most of the time, like work stuff, I get it for free. Like when they like cater stuff, or someone gets like a manager or something like that. So I can't remember the last time I actually paid for Domino's or bought it on my own. But I'm gonna give it a D. Dairy Queen. That place I haven't ate too much. I like the desserts as well, like a Blizzard. I think I ate more of the Blizzards than anything else. But they have a pretty good menu too. I like the special where you get like the combo and a sundae. And one thing I really like is the chicken option, like the chicken strips have the country gravy, which I really like. I'm making more return trips, but I really like it. I think just because the desserts are really good too, and Blizzards, I'm going to give it a B. El Pollo Loco. I know I tried this a few times. Didn't leave as much of an impression. Although it seems good. I feel bad because I don't want to say I never had them for as little as I had them, but I'm just gonna give them a D. Like I think they did maybe are better than that, but my impression is a D. Firehouse subs. I never had them. I had to think. Five Guys. I know a lot of people really love the Five Guys. I had it once. It's a decent burger, and when I went there, they give me like a shit ton of fries. But I don't know. I think the price for it is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any flack for this, but I'm gonna say Five Guys is a D for me. IHOP. I liked them a lot more than Denny's, and I'm gonna say they're gonna be the best. I really like the breakfast. I think a lot of times they go for the breakfast. I like the options for pancakes. You can get the little specialty ones. I really like the brunch burger too. So I haven't explored too much of the menu outside breakfast, but they make a really good brunch burger, and I like that as well. Okay, and here's another hot topic one: In-N-Out Burger. I know some people would like love it or hate it, and I don't know. It seems like one of the things when we're on road trips is like, oh, In-N-Out, we'll go there. But I'm not the biggest fan. They have good burgers, but one thing, I hate the French fries. Like they have one of the worst French fries in my opinion. I know you can get them animal style as well, but it says something like if you have to get it covered with all these ingredients just to make it good, is it really good in the first place? Even that, it's still like, So maybe this might be my biggest flack choice on the video for the tier list, but In-N-Out, F. Jack in the Box, the best. I go from In-N-Out to Jack in the Box. I really love them. I eat probably the burger place I go to the most. Honestly, no shame, but I really like the coupons they give me, and I've been guilty of when it's like coupon day, even going through this sounds really trashy, but going through the garbage and getting extra coupons from my neighbors. And it's like the trash can near their mailboxes, so it's just mostly mail anyway, so it's not like garbage, but I'll get a couple sheets of coupons and all that. Love the breakfast. They have all the breakfast, the tacos. Ooh, the Jack in the Box tacos are like legendary. And even the mini tacos they had recently are pretty good too. And like the burgers, I have to say the Ultimate Cheeseburger is probably one of my favorite burgers of all time. I really like the sourdough Jack as well. But love me Jack in the Box. It's one of my favorites. Never really been disappointed with them at all. So definitely consider them the best. Jersey Mike's. I don't know, very few times, like, it's kind of weird, like, when it's, I might be repeating myself about a lot, but some of these fast food places I get from work, just because my manager, like, hey, we'll get this, or we're treating you employees with this and that. So I had it a couple times. It's good. I'm not sure if it's, like, if it's free, it tastes better, but I like it better than other sandwich places. I'm going to give it a C. It's a good place. Maybe you need to try it more, but it's a pretty good sandwich. Jimmy John's, I'm going to say they're the best. Is I did have a job when I was working at like a vet clinic and stuff like that, and then when these opened nearby, and we're hearing the radio ads like fast, freaky delivery, and they were really fast, like, probably because they were so close by. But I really liked them. I really like their bread as well. I think they keep it simple. I think they just have one bread, or you can get it without bread, get like extra lettuce, like a what they call it, unwedge. I had a combination of choices as well. I would say Italian Nightclub is my favorite sandwich from them. So I don't do sandwiches too much, but yeah, I really love my Jimmy John's. Jollibee. Never had them. Would like to, because I know it's pretty much fried chicken and spaghetti, which sounds neat. I think it's like a Filipino thing. I really wish I could try them out of the ones I haven't tried. I'm going to move it way over here. Even though I'm not doing too much breaking from left to right, but I really wish I could try Jollibee someday. KFC. I think it's good. I like the potato wedges. I know it's kind of weird because I'm not like too impressed, but not too disappointed when I had them. Yeah, so I might just give it a C. I like the gravy as well. They got a good choice of sides, but I have to say it's in the middle. Little Caesars. I'm trying to think, because they're known to be cheap, fast pizza, like they're fast and ready or whatever, like you can just grab and go. And sometimes I have a decent, even pretty good pizzas from them. So I think with the price, it's one of the things like, hey, I know I'm paying for a cheap pizza and that's what I'm getting, but that's probably some of the charm of it. Even the crazy bread. Oh, they had some really good menu items in the past, like the pretzel pizza was really good. It has like cheese sauce and pepperoni. And also, they had the deep dish with the bacon around the crust. So I'm gonna have to give it a B. I know it's cheap pizza, but if I'm walking in knowing, hey, I'm gonna get cheap pizza and it's still passable, it's still good, it gets a better rating on my list. Long John Silver's. This is another one from Yum, like Taco Bell, A&W. I see this with some of the combination ones too. I think the last one I've been to was a combo with a Taco Bell. And fried fish is good with chips or French fries or whatever. I don't know. They don't stand out. I kind of wish they would do better, I guess. But I would have to give it a D. I like that it's unique in fish and all that, but I kind of wish it was just better. But it's still decent. I wouldn't mind going back to eating more food from them. Next, the legendary McDonald's. So, long history with this because they have a lot of good foods. I do recommend, if you haven't seen the movie The Founder, that's kind of based off the history of McDonald's. So it has like Kevin Costner, I believe, and others. But I remember back in the day, my mom would they had these specials like Sundays and Wednesday. I think Sundays would be like 29 cents cheeseburgers, and Wednesday would be like 19 cents hamburgers, and we'll just get a bunch of those and a bunch of fries, and that'll be dinner for us kids. I also remember that fun feeling of when you, as a kid, you always order off the kids' meal and stuff like that. But when I had it almost felt like a rite of passage getting the Big Mac, so actually getting the actual combo when I was a teenager, just like eating my first Big Mac. That felt like a rite of passage. But honestly, the Big Mac isn't my favorite. I like the McChicken, and not Because remember a few years ago when the McChicken was trending, like, don't look that up unless you're really curious, but McChickens are really good. Kind of like the value menu more than the other burgers. And I have to say the quarter pounder, that's always good. So if I get a combo, the quarter pounder is really, really good. It's one of my favorite. And I don't want to rant too much about McDonald's in this video, but one thing I hear is that the reason that the soda is really good is that they clean the fountain drinks really well, like this stuff. So that's why like Coke tastes better at McDonald's. I know that it's kind of a meme to say, oh, the ice cream is always down, like the McFlurries and stuff like that. I know that was one of my mom's favorite things is the M&M McFlurry. One thing I wish I would bring back, there's two things. Because I remember also they had different stuff in the past. Like, remember them when they had hot dogs and pizzas and all that. Even the spaghetti, the mixed spaghetti. But they had like one year for like Lent, they had the fish bites, which they should have bring back because those were pretty good. I think the fish fillet is the only other fish option they have, but the fishy bites are really good. But my favorite, it's a big and tasty. That was a nice big old patty. They need to bring that back. So McDonald's bring the big and tasty back. And the McRib I don't care about. So I know that's also kind of like the trendy internet meme stuff. But the McRib I don't care about. Big and tasty, I want that back. But McDonald's deserves a B. And some quickies. Mo, never had it. Noodles, never had it. Pan Express, the best. I think that might get some flack too, but I don't know. I feel like it comes to like Chinese food, like a standard like local fast food place is really good. I prefer that, but Pan Express is like, hey, I know what I'm getting, and I'm always satisfied with like orange chicken or with other menus. Usually I get the 50-50 with the chow mein and fried rice. Every time I feel like other places have better chow mein, but hey, if I'm going through a drive-through, making it easy, Pan Express, I just feel like I'm never disappointed. I'm always enjoy it and all that. Panera Bread. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, I haven't ate much Panera to really give a strong opinion. I feel like it's gone downhill over time. I think I had maybe the soup once in a sandwich. Maybe it's Danish or something, but I don't know. For as big as it is, I don't know. I'm going to give it an F because it doesn't leave that impression. So, say Papa John's, to make this simple, I'm just gonna put it in the C. Like it's good pizza. I don't eat it enough. It seems good, but it doesn't have me going back to it. I know like everyone likes the garlic dipping sauce that you can get with the pizza and all that. But Papa John's decent, but I'm just gonna give it a C. PDQ, never had it. Penn Station, never had it. Pizza Hut, the best. Probably my favorite pizza chains. It's like one thing going to actual like local pizza place versus pizza chains is a difference, but never really been disappointed with Pizza Hut. I like the options they have too, like the big box, and sometimes you can get like breadsticks or the chicken wings. I think what's the one? Wing Street, is that the one that's usually with Pizza Hut? So I like the wings too. I remember as a kid when they introduced stuffed crust and having that for the first time, it blew my fucking little goblin mind. So, I'm trying to think of other stuff. I remember when Pizza Hut did like hot dog crust. That was crazy too. And I think they did grilled cheese crust as well. But yeah, I have to say when it comes to chains, Pizza Hut is the best. Popeyes, also the best. I like the chicken. I like Cane's chicken more when it comes to like just chicken. But I like the seasoned fries. I like the dipping sauces as well. I know they started off the chicken wars with the big chicken sandwich with like the broche bun and the two pickles, which I hate pickles anyway, so I always pick those off. But it's a decent chicken sandwich. I do like the shrimp, like getting the combo that has like chicken strips and shrimp with it, like the fried shrimp. So I really like it. And the biscuits, yes, they have good biscuits too. I think the biscuits are better than KFC. So Popeye's definitely the best. So moving on. Portillo's, never had them. Potbelly, never had them. Although I kind of wish I had because I like the name Potbelly just because of the word belly and all that. Qdoba. I know I had it at least once, and I know it's pretty much the same as Chipotle. It's funny, today when I was doing some grocery shopping, there was one that was nearby, but I don't know when they closed down. I was like a little disappointed, so I think because they closed down, not to say that to judge them, I'm going to give them a D. Like, I wish I could try them more, but a little disappointing. Quiznos. I'm gonna give it a D. I haven't had Quiznos too much. It seems good, but going to other places, I don't know. I do have to give them credit for having those crazy ads with like little singing like hamster creature thingies. Like look at that, they had like fun ads in the past. So, but Quiznos doesn't coming. It doesn't have me coming back for more, so I'm gonna give them a D. Roy Rogers, never had them. Sabaros. For nostalgia, I'm gonna give them the best because I never had a disappointing slice from Sabaro. I think they always are just in malls and all that, but always love them. I miss them. I miss going to malls and food courts and stuff like that. Like I feel like I'll be going out of my way to go to the mall just to eat at the food court when there's so many closer options. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back to one, but I just have so much fond memories, so I think that's why it's the best. Shotsky is never had. Shake Shack. So I feel like this is one that people have some strong opinions in. I get flack for this, but they're gonna be an F for me. Like the burger's okay. I just remember being really disappointed with the milkshake, and I feel like if shake's in your name and I was disappointed with it, it's an F for me. So people might come at me, comment below, but yeah, never had enough Shake Shack to have a good opinion about them, and just like that gives them an F. Sheets, never had them. Skyline Deli, I think. I can't tell with the font, but never had that. Sonic, they seem good. I don't eat them enough. I don't go out of my way to eat a lot of Sonic, but I like some of the menu options like burgers and popcorn chicken. The slushes, like the desserts and stuff like that. That's the big thing as well. I tried them more, but I'm gonna give them a D. Steak and Shake, never had. Subway, this is gonna be an F for me. Just because I remember liking Subway, but as I get older and try to understand which places, which I like a lot more, I just feel like Subway just doesn't hit the mark for me. Like, I feel like they don't give you enough meats compared to other places, and I don't even pay attention like if I'm spending more at other places. But like, remember when they had the $5 foot long? I don't think they'd done that for quite some time, but I guess to sum it up, like when it comes to Subway, I'd rather make my own sandwich at home than go to Subway. So that says a lot. So Subway is an F. Swenson's, never had it. Taco Bell, the best, the best. I can go on and on and on about Taco Bell. They're the best. I love them. They had the best value menu. It's been kind of a love-hate relationship at times because remember when they took off some menu items like the potato soft taco and the Mexican pizza, but then brought them back. But now the Mexican pizza is kind of like out of stock or whatever. But love them. Never really disappointed. They have Baja Blast too, so that's one of my things. And they have zero sugar Baja Blast, which I always get. I have to say, some menu items I really miss is the Fiesta potatoes, which is like fried potatoes in like a little cup with sour cream and cheese and stuff like that. They need to bring that back. If they brought back the potato taco, bring back the Fiesta potato. Bring back the Frito burrito. I love that as well. And one of my favorite items from them is a cheesy gordita crunch. But I think it's off the menu. I haven't seen it. Like it used to be kind of like comes once in a while, then they kind of made it permanent. But now I'm not seeing it. So bring back the cheesy gordita crunch. I really want that. Taco Bell, you're the best, but I have. I always find other stuff on the menus too, like other good burritos that fill my fancy. This taco place never had. Torchy's never had. Waffle House. I think this is also kind of like a meme when they say how awful the food is with a Waffle House. I think I only tried it maybe once or twice. It seems okay, but it's kind of hard to form a strong opinion. I'm going to say they're worse than Danny's from my little experience. So I'm just going to give them a D compared to like Danny's and IHOP. Maybe I need to try them more, but never. Wawa's never had that. I think it's more of a East Coast thing. I have seen online like they've been trying to support NFTs, so yikes. I know they're big about the sandwiches, but Wawa's, I never had them. Wendy's, the best. Love Wendy's as well. They have a really good breakfast as well. I love their like value options for like the 4 for 4, I believe, or they have like the biggie bag. So I really like the options for like value meals. Also the Baconator, that's one of the big, I haven't had that in quite some time, but like if I need to treat myself at Wendy's, I'm getting myself a Baconator. But good breakfast options as well. Really enjoyed the food. I haven't got some of the other items in quite some time, like they have the chili, I think they still do baked potatoes. Oh, Frosties, yeah, can't forget about Frosty. He's always the best, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, Wendy's is definitely the best. Whataburger. I feel like this is one of those also like conflicting ones that people like really love it or really hate or have strong opinions. I think it's pretty good. I always like the food. Sometimes I like the chicken sandwich they have that has like barbecue sauce and the fried chicken strips. Burgers are good too. The French fries are good, but I like the breakfast menu too. The breakfast taquitos, that's really good with the picante sauce. But compared to other burger places, I'm gonna give it a C. I feel like people get too much on the polarizing ends, like you have to love it or hate it. But Whataburger is good. This is better. This is definitely worse. But yeah. White Castle, never actually had it. I think the most I tried were in the frozen section in grocery stores, like the sliders you can buy to heat up in the microwave. But I don't think that's gonna count. So if I had like the grocery store frozen one, that's gonna count. And I know they have one nearby. Well, not too nearby, but one in Arizona that I've been tempted to go to. But I don't know. I really want to give it a honest try, but since I haven't, and the frozen grocery store ones aren't going to count, I'm going to put it as never had. We know Schnitzel. I feel like it, but I'm going to give it a B. It's a good hot dog place. Like you go there for the hot dogs. I think they have burgers too, because I remember like getting spoiling myself getting a chili burger, chili dog, and chili fries. But it's a good hot dogs. Like if you just want a good hot dog, fast food, the fries are good too. I think getting chili cheese is a good option as well. I'm gonna say it's not the best. I would say probably one of the better places to get a hot dog, but overall compared to other chains, I'll give it a B. I really like it. I kind of wish. I feel like some of them have been closed down. Oh, that I just remembered. I have to go back on a tangent. Pizza Hut. Remember when Pizza Hut? I'm not sure if this was everywhere. One thing I really love, it's kind of like a childhood memory, is that Pizza Hut used to have the lunch buffet. Like instead of like just getting pizza, you can sit down and go to your little thing and get like as much pizza as you want, or a salad and breadsticks. So the Pizza Hut buffet, and they had those red cups, like the red plastic cups where you can keep getting refills. Also, they had fun arcades as well, like Mortal Kombat and other games. So I remember like birthday parties as well. So I have to go back to Pizza Hut saying like, yeah, that's one thing that makes them the best. I'm gonna slide them a little. No, let's slide them right here because I love pizza. I have so much fond memories of Pizza Hut and lunch buffets. I think they might have completely discontinued that, because I remember a few years back, I found like one location that still did a lunch buffet. But yeah, if you ever had Pizza Hut lunch buffet, post that down in the comments, because that's one thing that I really miss about them. Wings, I never had. Zaxby's never had. Wingstop, pretty sure I had, but again, one of those work things, and it seems okay. I'm not too big on chicken wings. I'm gonna give it a D just because I'm not a too fan of chicken wings. So that will wrap up my tier list. So let me know in the comments what you think. Some things I wanted to mention that aren't on this tier list. I think some are a little regional because some I haven't even heard of in the U.S. If you're in Arizona, the Phoenix area, Filiberto's, that's like really good fast food Mexican tacos, stuff like that. So Filiberto's is really good. And there was one other one I was thinking of. Fazoli's, that's it, Fazoli's. I miss them. I think they're making a comeback with Fazoli's is like fast food Italian. So Fazoli's, would love to see that. But this is my tier list for chains of fast food, fast casual dining, so all that. So again, comment below what you think of my opinions. If you disagree, agree, what are your opinions and all that. I am going to put a link to this exact tier list in the description of the video. So if you want to like have fun with it, go ahead. And yeah, thanks for checking out. And again, the best way to support me is to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm planning to do more tier list videos just for fun, for shits and giggles, and see how they perform. But just have a little fun doing that. So thanks for your time, and you all take care. Have a good day. Eat lots of fast food and get fat. Bye.